Hi VC, this is Aaron, Methylamere, and today I am continuing on with my D's. And I'll start right up here with Chris DeBurgh. Pretty good record. It's got Don't Pay the Ferryman, so it was the single from this. Pretty good song. Kind of a new wave type stuff from the early to mid 80s. I don't know exactly what year. And then for one of my favorite bands, Deep Purple. Love me some Deep Purple. This here is the best of Deep Purple, but oddly, it's only songs from Shades of Deep Purple, and they're self-titled. It skipped the Book of Taliesin for some reason for the songs on here. It's pretty interesting. This is the Rod Evans era, which it's probably my third favorite era of the band, but I grew up listening to Shades of Deep Purple, which I don't actually own, but my dad, that was one of his favorite records, so I heard that a lot when I was young. That's actually my introduction to Deep Purple with Shades, which I need to get on vinyl, actually. That's a really good record. And then I got the Book of Taliesin, their second record. This is a British press. And this is a really good record. I really like the song. There's the label there, Harvest. My favorite song here is Shield. I love Shield. Great one. And then they got, a Kentucky Woman, River Deep, Mountain High. Really good record. I like Deep Purple. Now we get into my favorite era is the Ian Gillan era. I love this. In Rock, my favorite Deep Purple record right here. I love this record. Child in Time and Speed King and Bloodsucker, and they're all great. Flight of the Rats, great. Living Wreck, Hard Loving Man, Into the Fire, every song. And what's cool about this, I have an old beat up original, but this is the repress, and there's an intro on Speed King on this, which I was never used to hearing before, which is really cool. Richie Blackmore and John Lord, the whole band. It's about 30 or 40 seconds, maybe a little longer, but it adds a lot. It doesn't just go right into Good Golly, Little Miss Molly. It has a really cool intro to it, and it's worth getting if you have a chance. Then I got my second favorite, Fireball. I love Fireball. I've been listening to this record a lot, and this is the original American press here. Not original, but it's the American press. And every song on this is great too. Fireball, one of the first speed metal songs. No 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 is a great one. Strange Kind of Woman is on this, which is their single. That's a really good song. And Anyone's Daughter, I just love that song. I love the lyrics of Anyone's Daughter, and it's one of those few slow songs that's one of my favorites on the record. Then of course you got The Mule, which is amazing, and Fools, and one of their best songs, No One Came. Heavy riffs on that. I love that song. That's an amazing song. Great record. I love Fireball. And then I got a repress of Fireball here, which is like the European version. And instead of Strange Kind of Woman, it's got Demon Eye, which is one of my favorite Deep Purple songs. And so that's why I have two versions of Fireball here. And I love Demon Eye. It's one of the best songs. And does it have... It's cool. They both have it's got a cool lyric sheet in here. But, Strange Kind of Woman and Demon Eye, they're both so good, you almost have to own them both. Unless you get them on CD, then it probably has both on there. And then they're the great Machine Head. Classic record. Smoke on the Water, Highway Star. Every song's good on this too. Maybe I'm a Leo's great. Lazy. Space Trucking's one of my favorites. Never Before. Pictures of Home. Every song's good on these. This era of Purple are just amazing. I've really been listening to them a lot more these last few years. I've really gotten into this era of Deep Purple where I can't stop listening to it. Every time I have some beers, I have to put one of them on. I got Made in Japan. Great live record. Amazing. One of the best live records ever. And it's got songs from that era. It's got Highway Star, Child in Time, which is maybe the best Deep Purple song ever. It's just haunting and great, and the screeching vocals and the lyrics and that great guitar solo. That's one of the best guitar solos ever in that. Strange Kind of Woman, Lazy, Smoke on the Water, The Mule, and Space Trucking. It's like great stuff there. And I got me some Who Do We Think We Are? Another good one. I don't like it quite as well as those three, but it's a really good record too. I love this era of Deep Purple. It's my favorite era. It's got Woman from Tokyo's on here. And it's spelled different on this than you usually see it. If you can see that. Tokyo. I've seen it spelled both ways. You know, Super Troopers on here, Rap Bat Blues on here. It's a good record. I got Burn. This is the third era of Deep Purple with entering in David Coverdale and Glenn Hughes. And this is a great record as well. It's on purple vinyl. I had a beat up copy of it, but I bought this because I wasn't happy with the quality of my beat up one. So, you know, it's got the song Burn was amazing. Lay Down, Stay Down's great. You Fool No One. Mistreated. You know, David Coverdale's intro. This is his first album he was ever on. And Glenn Hughes sings a lot on here too. They're both good together. I got some Stormbringer. This is a really good record too, and this is a quadra-disc version. There you go. And this has got some good stuff too. I mean, this is a really good era too. You know, Lady Double Dealer, that's a great one. The Gypsy, Love Don't Mean a Thing, Holy Man. You know, it's good. Deep Purple's a great band. Then I got Perfect Strangers, kind of their comeback record with Ian Gillan. Really good album too. Knocking at Your Back Door, of course. Mean Streak, Perfect Strangers. Good record. Mine's a little beat up. I could use a better copy. Then I got some When We Rock, We Rock, and When We Roll, We Roll. And this has, you know, stuff from all three eras. It's kind of cool. Best of, you can see the track list if it's not too. Yeah, it's really good. A white label there. And then I've got Deepest Purple, the very best of Deep Purple, which has Black Knight, which is cool because that's not in any of my other ones I own. And Demon's Eyes on this. I didn't realize that. Huh, cool. I guess I haven't heard that enough. I listen to the regular records more than the compilations. And then I've got Now What? And this album surprised me how good it is. It's a more modern one of them. What year is this? 2013 it looks like. And I heard a song called Vincent Price, and I was like, wow, that's really killer. So I went and bought this record, and I was really amazed at how good this is. Ian Gillan back with them. I believe this has Steve Morse on guitar at this point, which he's a really good guitarist too. But this is a really good record. Looking forward to buying their new one, actually. Next up, I've got a band that's kind of an indie band, indie folk type band, and they're called Deer, and this is Deer Crossing. Pretty good stuff. Like I said, it's kind of indie music. There's the label. And then I've got their second album, In the Works. And there they are. This is kind of a more obscure band here. If you like indie, you'd like this. Then you go with some Def Leppard, and got this from my Uncle Jeff in Portland. It's just a 12-inch single, a photograph with Bring On the Heartbreak and Mirror Mirror. All great songs. It sounds really, these 12-inch singles sound really good. They just have really good sound quality to them. I like listening to them. And then next up, I've got this box set, which is really cool. And it's got, you know, every record up to Hysteria. And so I got On Through the Night, great debut record by them. And it's cool, it's got a gatefold with the lyrics. And these records sound so great that I sold off all my other Def Leppard records. And they got this, it's kind of like the Holland looking label that they have. So they all have like the spaceship there. I won't pull the rest of them out. But On Through the Night's a great record. You know, Hello America, and you know, It Could Be You, Sorrow's a Woman, Rock Brigade, of course. Every song, you know. Overture is really good. But that's a killer record. And then, of course, my favorite Def Leppard, High and Dry. It's when they were really rocking. Great record here. I still need the version with Me and My Wine. I need to find that. I don't have it. But, you know, Lady Strange is maybe my favorite Def Leppard song. It's got another hit and run. Bring On the Heartbreak, the big hit. Mirror Mirror was a great song. Yeah, every song's good. This is my favorite Def Leppard record. I love this one. And then it's got Pyromania, of course, which everyone knows. You know, Foolin' and Photograph and Rock Rock Till You Drop and Rock of Ages. My favorite songs on here, though, are like Billy's Got a Gun, Coming Under Fire, Die Hard the Hunter. Those are my favorites on here. I like this record a lot, too. And then it's got a double version of Hysteria. This one sounds amazing. It's probably my least favorite of these. Easily my least favorite of these 5. But it's pretty good, too. I mean, some of the songs are a little played out on it, but every once in a while I like it. And my wife really loves that album, so it's one I can put on and she enjoys as well, which is kind of cool. Because she really likes some of this music like that, too. And then it has Live at the Forum, 1983. And look at the track list on that. And this album sounds amazing. It's one of the best live albums I have. The music, they speed it up a little. So they're a little heavier, a little faster sounding. It's right when they were in their heyday in 83. Got stuff from Pyromania and previous. And it's an amazing sounding live record. It almost sounds better than the records themselves, which, you know, that's... Bands are really hit and miss on live records. And then Rarities Volume 1 is in here, which is cool. It's got Tear It Down, which I really love. You know, and all those other ones. That's a good record, too. Ride Into the Sun's really good. It's got Me and My Wine on this, but I still want the High and Dry with it. And then what else is in there is this book, which is really cool. It's got a big book, and it goes through every album, you know, and talks about every album. But the coolest thing about this book is what comes in it, in the sleeve here, which is the Def Leppard EP. It's the first thing they ever did, and it's Ride Into the Sun, Get Your Rocks Off, and the Overture. And these are amazing. It sounds really good and really killer, almost progressive sounding, Def Leppard. It's really good stuff. It was worth it. That thing was worth it just for the EP. That, you know, it's hard to find that. At least I've never seen it around. I'm sure you can get it. Okay. And then we got this, The Best of Def Leppard, the story so far. It's actually a Walmart release. You know, during the COVID, that's the only place I could pick up records for a while. So, but it's, you know, it's got all their big hits, all the ones that women like, of course, and it's good to hear. I mean, it's got. I'm not a big fan of their stuff after Hysteria, but it's got a few from there too. There's the track list. Although I do like Slang. I'd like to get Slang. I like that one. Okay, and then we got. This is one of the first records I ever heard when I was a kid. We had my parents had maybe 20, 30 records, and this was one of them. So I grew up listening to this. It's John Denver's greatest hits, and kind of weird. J.C. Penney selling records. You don't see that anymore. But you can tell how old this record is with that. You know, it's got all his big hits on here. Leave Me on a Jet Plane, Sunshine on My Shoulders, Country Roads, or Take Me Home Country Roads, you know, Rocky Mountain High. I'm not a big country fan, but it kind of brings back some memories of my childhood when I listen to that. And then I got his second one, second greatest hits, which, you know, all his other stuff that Annie's songs on here. Thank God I'm a Country Boy. Calypso, that's pretty cool. Grandma's Feather Bed. And I got some Derek and the Dominoes, great record. Of course, it's Eric Clapton and Dwayne Allman, and amongst others. It's a really good record. Layla, of course, is on here. Most people know this record pretty well. It's a great record. Some Rick Derringer, All American Boy. It's got Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo on it, Teenage Queen, and Teenage Love Affair. Pretty good rockin' stuff. It's a label, kind of an interesting label on that. And then here's a hardcore punk band, Desolation. Pretty good record here too. I like it. I'm really getting into punk. I like it a lot. Like I say, it's got a lot in common with heavy metal, which is where hard rock heavy metal is my first love. And then here's one I don't really care for, but I've got it. Destiny's Child, 12-inch double album, single, whatever you call it. Never really even listened to this, but it's here in the collection. And here's a great band here, which I need to get more of. This is the only album I have of them, but I like them a lot. Destruction. They're really good. This is Thrash Anthems, which is older songs of theirs that they re-recorded, and it's really good. I like them. I need to get more Destruction. I need to get their older stuff. I like them a lot. I'm glad I have this, so at least I have some on vinyl. And there we go. That'll do it for this time. And I'll continue on with the D's. D's are more than I thought. Like I said, there's a lot of hard rock and metal in the D's, and a bunch of other stuff too. So, all right. Thanks a lot. Rock on.